This is Sherry Bracken with Big Island News Center. Kona Town Meeting was held on Tuesday, September 13th at the Old Kona Airport Makae'o Events Pavilion. A featured speaker was John Morton, the Vice President for the University of Hawaii's Hawaii Community College System. Morton was in town to address specifically the issues of the new Palamanui campus being built in West Hawaii. But first, we asked him about what's new and different about Hawaii Community College on the east side of Hawaii Island.
Well, Hawaii Community College, together, both east and west side, is now close to 4,000 students. It's been an amazing growth over the last 3 or 4 years. A growth that's actually quite conscious. I mean, they've been out there recruiting, encouraging students to attend, and we're just extremely pleased that we're able to serve the Big Island residents this way.
As far as the East Hawaii Community Campus is concerned, are there any development plans, changes coming up, anything going on that we should know about?
Well, you're probably aware that the Hawaii Community College campus at Monono is basically living in the 1950s and 60s buildings from when it was the part of the Department of Education. That's not acceptable in the long run. So we have been looking at various alternatives. Right now we're focused, the legislature has provided us some funding to take a look at some land up at Komohana above the UH Hilo campus that we might be able to begin long-term developing a campus up there and relocating and giving them the facilities that they truly deserve.
Well, when you talk about money, I know that right now they're a little bit focused on securing funds for the West Hawaii Community College, which is currently in Kealakekua, but you do have plans to build out a new campus at Palamanui. So give us an update on the Palamanui campus, if you will. First of all, where exactly is it?
It's located right above the airport, above Queen Ka'aumana Highway, and that's a site that was selected after consultation with residents of Kona. Unfortunately, many years ago, and I think there's a lot of frustration of the fact that the campus hasn't happened when people thought that it would be happening as much as 15 or 20 years ago. But we are committing to making it happen. We're doing it in conjunction with the Palamanui developers. We're in the midst of building a road that connects Ka'iminani Highway to the new campus site. That's well underway when construction should be done by maybe February of next year. The architects are finishing the design that will let us move from Kealakekua up to that site and expand. And the funding for that would come from Palamanui through their agreement with the county on their development. It would pay about $9 million to allow the first building to get constructed. Once we have that first building, then we'll let it grow organically as fast as it can grow.
Now, the long-term plan for Palamanui, the development itself, I understand, includes not just the college campus, but retail space, residential space. If Palamanui is not ready to advance their plans, does that impede the plans of Hawaii Community College?
We're set to go as soon as our permits are ready, and we expect like architects to be finished in November. We'll submit the documents for permitting. Our agreement with Palamanui is as soon as those permits are granted, they will provide the $9 million that will let us go ahead with building the campus. We would control that development, and so it doesn't really depend on their schedule.
What's your best guess as to when the campus at Palamanui would be ready for occupancy, ready for those first classes?
If we can get into the ground next summer sometime, then it would take about 18 months to be able to build. You got to worry a little bit about delays, and so I can't promise that it would be the spring of 2014, but certainly sometime in the 2014 year, maybe by summer.
Citizens have expressed concern, even here tonight at the Kona Town meeting, at the delays. How do you address the concern about potential future delays?
Well, I think the biggest delay would be if something happens with the Palamanui development and they're not able to provide the $9 million. Then we would have to come up with an alternate way of financing that first building, and that would likely be going to the legislature and trying to get support from them. But that can't happen till spring.
Palamanui is a joint venture of Charles Schwab and Guy Lamb, who's a local developer. Have you been given any indication by the Schwab-Lamb consortium that they are not intending to go ahead and meet their obligations?
Absolutely not. We've met with them as soon as last week, and they are still committed to making this happen.
So once the Palamanui campus is ready to go, is it your intent then to vacate the campus at Kealakekua and move everything up to the Palamanui, or will you still have campus classes down south?
We would probably move virtually everything up to the new campus. Community colleges like to be wherever the campus, wherever students are. So I can't say that we'll never have campus sites elsewhere, but no, the intent is to move everything from Kealakekua to the new site.
What else would you like to share with us before we say aloha?
I am committed to making this happen.
Well, the citizens of the island, I'm sure, are delighted. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. John Morton.
Thank you.
This is Sherry Bracken with Big Island News Center. We've been talking with John Morton about Hawaii Community College. Aloha.